Armed hero saves in and out. Also, what? Why is this lady here? Why is that lady here?
Emergency gun meme review. What's going on, guys? You know, when I said I was going to try to start doing these gun meme reviews a little bit more often, I didn't think it would be immediately right out the gate after our last one. So
wait, how immediately was it? I have to check. How immediately was it? Oh, it's over a week. 9 days. Pfft. What do you mean immediately?
Emergency gun meme review. What's going on, guys? You know, when I said I was going to try to start doing these gun meme reviews a little bit more often, I didn't think it would be immediately right out the gate after our last one. So if you've seen this photo pop up in
Army boy, he better never have to pay for In-N-Out ever again. He probably will. It's a California-based company. Let's be honest. Holy jeez, when I first saw it, I thought it was a Ruger Charger. A lot of people were saying it was a Mark 23, which would have been cooler than the FN57 in my personal opinion. It's still pretty cool though.
Your feed and you're really not paying too close attention to what happened, let's go into why your feed's on fire right now. So if you haven't been paying attention to the news, tragically, there was a shooting in Twin Falls, Idaho. Some incel Redditor loser, who we will not name as we try to not ever do, decided to try to shoot up an In-N-Out. But the
shot up a bunch of Teslas at an In-N-Out. It's a mystery what political affiliation this guy had.
The slack-jawed loser in question, armed with a rifle, was trying to do a lot more damage than that. And this is where the silver lining comes in, the good news. If this is your first time hearing about it, this is why. What would have undoubtedly been a much bigger mass shooting was stopped in its tracks by an armed citizen. A good guy with a gun. Flying in the face of the media narrative. Our pistol-packing, hat-clad hero was a man by the name of Jordan Selenus, who, according to reports, was on his way back from horseback riding with his girlfriend to stop by In-N-Out.
What a cool guy.
One does. Look, I'm a Texan, I'm a Whataburger guy, In-N-Out still fucks. Gunman opens fire in the parking lot of an In-N-Out burger. Jordan Selenus.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Jordan drew his semi-automatic pistol and went toward the danger, seen on video repeatedly firing at the shooter.
Yes, in the wake of this terrible shooting, this photo has become a symbol of hope. A reminder that if you are prepared, if you carry, if you train, you can be the person that saves not only your life, but the lives of the folks around you. It's not just a theory, it's something that happens much more often than people seem to think. God dispatched a comically over-the-top embodiment of a 2A activist's argument to pink mist a Redditor and you're blackpilling? That's something I do want to talk about real quick. There's a lot of memes that are all involve seemingly AI-enhanced versions of that photo or that screenshot from the video with dramatically different results. That being said, a lot of them are very, very funny. Straight up, somebody in that parking lot had the mysterious stranger perk. While tons of people were running away from the gunfire, which, I mean, to be honest, perfectly understandable in that situation.
Reasonable.
Jordan pulled his suppressed handgun and ran toward the gunfire and engaged the shooter, which I was also told was a suppressed 5.7, which is, I will say, and that is a very interesting choice for a defensive handgun. Also an incredibly expensive one.
I respect it.
Jordan, after dumping a mag of 5.7 at a mass shooter.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
I love how autistic the gun industry can be sometimes. Immediately after we all recognized, like, yes, absolutely applaud this man for everything he did, it was immediately a discussion about carry calibers. Hard Pass asked, does this mean I have to take back all the shit I talked about 5.7?
Yep.
No, it does not.
Oh, no?
You do have to take back half the shit you've said about 5.7 carriers, though. Although we all know what is inevitably going to come next. GunTuber videos on Subsonic 5.7 by 28.
The Subsonic 5.7 is useless.
One? Probably. I mean, Cody immediately ordered a 5.7 can. Yeah, real quick shout out. I think the guy had a YouTube channel. We'll include it right here. But yeah, no, this guy actually had YouTube.
Ain't no way. The guy who is carrying a suppressed 5.7 is named Poverty Operator? Something isn't lining up here. Or maybe it is lining up. Maybe that's why he's in poverty.
Videos like just kind of about, you know, firearms and things like that. And I was told in one of his videos, he was talking about carrying Subsonic 5.7, which is, I mean, certainly a choice. Not exactly, I think, the carry configuration that I would use, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and Monday morning quarterback the fucking hero that stopped a mass shooting. Like so many people on the internet have seemed to be excited to do. Well, I would have, but you didn't. It's that whole fucking man in the arena thing. Like, well, if I was there, I would have X, Y, and Z, but you weren't, and you didn't. Everybody talks about how the man in the arena errs, how the doer of deeds could have done them better. I don't know, shit pisses me off. This guy was in a position where he could have just run away. Instead, he ran toward the threat, engaged it, saved lives. This guy could have obviously just run away, and instead he ran toward the threat, fucking goes animal style, saying, I'm your huckleberry. So to the man in the arena goes the credit, and to Jordan Selenus, this Marty Robbins meme is for you. Gunfighter ballads and drive-through songs. Oh, hell. Jordan Selenus. 5'7" iron. Cool hat. Jordan the Kid. Gunfighting. Animal style. Double taps. They're LARPing me tonight. We'll get into that in a second. L shoulder holster. In the drive-through. The burger's call. Running suppressed. The little green tip. Twin Falls Carol. God, no, I want fucking In-N-Out. Do they deliver?
In-N-Out's pretty decent.
Dog, I heard you like Tac Pack. So I'm going to open my Tac Pack
the
with
tactical gotcha box.
I got from a Tac Pack. I'm trying not to slice my hand open on camera. Tac Pack is the ultimate
they make
monthly box subscription
5.7. There is Subsonic 5.7.
Tactical swag.
For some reason.
CNC drop-in triggers. That's actually really nice. Gerber knives. AR-15 handguards. Tourniquets, AR-15 parts, and more. The standard Tac Pack costs $59.95 and typically has a value of $90 to $120.
Jack in the Box is better than In-N-Out? You're wrong.
$39.95 ship.
Jack in the Box has more variety than In-N-Out, but it is not higher quality.
Hey guy, you get a free tactical gift with your Tac Pack. So if you sign up with that code, it brings the total value up to
they make Subsonic 22. You're surprised by Subsonic 5.7? Yes.
And in the pinned comment.
Because the whole point of Subsonic, or the whole point of 5.7 is to go fast.
The Sonoran Desert Institute. If you ever wanted to get your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology and you really don't know where to look, consider checking out sdi.edu using the links down in the description and in the pinned comment. Anyhow, on the LARPing deal, that's something that's kind of become the linchpin of this situation. The saying that's kind of emerged from the shooting has been, it's all LARPing until it isn't. You know, being that guy that practices your quick draw, being the guy who practices combat medicine, who practices tactics, engaging from a vehicle, all the things you could be practicing as a legal gun owner or somebody responding to a threat like this. In any other context, you just LARPing. Yeah, until the day something like this comes up. And will that day come up in your life? God, I really hope not. I really do hope not. If you hope that something like this happens to you, you probably need to start reevaluating some things, because we should all pray that this never happens to any of us or anyone we care about. But if something like this is going to happen, I hope it happens to somebody who's prepared. And in this case, we have a shining example. And now this is still a very fresh situation. There's a lot of things to figure out, but I've even been told that there was another armed citizen who engaged the shooter. So that's 2.
Authorities say an off-duty
I think the second armed citizen never actually got to engage the shooter. He was just on his way to. I could be about to get corrected, but
state trooper also took aim at the suspect, and the pair's heroic actions bought valuable time for people to flee.
The other that we don't have video for, at least at time of recording, is an off-duty Twin Falls, Idaho police officer by the name of Austin Scott James. According to the sources I have, he was at the In-N-Out off-duty at the time and returned fire and was actually hit by the shooter. He had gotten out of his vehicle to engage directly, ended up taking a round, and was actually tourniqueted by his wife and taken to the ER, expected to do just fine. But
man, Chad, where do I get a wife like that? I need a wife that'll tourniquet me in the heat of battle. It's the kind of wife I need.
Everything about this situation, everything about the 2 men that stepped up, even the wife that stepped up to apply the tourniquet, every part about this just shows there's 2 different ways you can approach this. You can let life happen to you, or you can be prepared for the moment that life happens. Just goes to show, once again, people in Idaho are fucking built different. Because, I mean, truly, it's all LARP until it's not. Which this is where I have a lot of my problems with the way the mainstream media has covered this, because a lot of people are just reporting on the shooting itself, and they're failing to report on the fact that armed citizens are the reason why this wasn't much, much worse. Because I don't know how we haven't figured this out as a society yet. How to stop an active shooter. Shoot him. There's, of course, a time for de-escalation, but when you've decided that the rest of your life on this planet should be dedicated to taking the lives of innocents, that time is over. There's one solution at that point, and our boy Jordan figured it out. Democrats express concern over increase in gun violence against active shooters. You know what's funny is that that's not even a parody headline.
I was going to say Babylon Bee parody. I have heard people say things, not verbatim this, but that could easily be summarized as this without being misleading. Crazy.
I put on my radiation suit and I was watching CBS News the other night, and they were using that video of Jordan and like circling him in red and parroting lines, making it sound like he was the mass shooter. Like, I know it's funny to say, like, you know, you don't hate the media enough, but you really fucking don't. Like, how many of you down in the comments, like, had no idea that this had happened, and if you did, had no idea it was stopped by an armed citizen? I always try to assume ignorance before malice,
get my news
but
from
at this
Twitter.
point, it just feels like they're purposely trying to lie by omission to push a narrative. Your enemy wants you weak and disarmed, and I want you prepared. Prepared to not only protect yourself, but also to protect others. This world is an amazing place with so many beautiful things and awesome opportunity. There is so much life out there to live. But there's also bad people in this world. There is real evil. And this was a poignant example of that.
The investigators say that you probably saved a lot of lives.
My goal was to try to help as many people get home as possible.
Which way, Western man? You could be the loser incel that wants to take human life for seemingly no reason, other than you were too much of a coward to take accountants over your own life.
I need to practice more, chat. I need to get out and practice more.
Or you can be the kind of man that actually steps up and protects not only himself, not only his loved ones, but countless others. And this is one thing I really did want to hit on. Because there's a lot of people that are Monday morning quarterbacking right now saying, oh, he didn't even hit the shooter, right? He didn't even stop the shooting because he failed to hit the shooter. Which I'm not sure if he didn't hit the shooter. I don't think the reports have come out on that yet. But we do know that the shooter did not die from his hand. The shooter took his own life. But to say that Jordan engaging the shooter didn't save anyone is fucking... Don't take my word for it. Take the word of somebody who was there being shot at. Direct quote from NBC News. I could tell he was trying to figure out where to go, and somebody in the drive-through line with a handgun was shooting at him. He described the shooter as panicked, looking around and moving, quote, kind of erratically. He believed the armed bystander kept the gunman from shooting at more people. Quote, the shooter was solely focused on him, and it allowed us to get out. I mean, the car directly ahead of me was getting shot. It gave them time to leave.
He seemed unusually comfortable aiming that rifle at those cars, and then as soon as some rounds started coming at him, everything changed.
So be whatever keyboard warrior you want, but from where I'm standing...
Return fire. Keep calm and return fire.
I don't even see how that's an arguable point. I just see that as fact.
These people are true heroes in our community, and their actions diverted the shooter and no doubt saved many lives.
He put himself in the line of fire to shoot rounds at this assailant, and in doing so took rounds toward himself in order to ensure that innocent lives were saved. I don't know. I find a better definition of a hero. It also led to memes like this. When all of your shots miss, but you convince the bad guy to self-delete anyway. Task failed successfully.
I don't know what stat he won with, but it wasn't accuracy.
I'm actually lucky enough to have connected with Jordan over the last couple days, and he strikes me as just a normal guy like you or I. Just a run-of-the-mill patriot who was armed,
I hope he gets him on the
wanted
channel,
to protect his
honestly.
loved ones, and was willing to do what was necessary to protect not only himself.
If Brandon can get a video with this guy, like fly this guy out to Texas, make a video with him, do some 5-7 drills. I don't know. test how good subsonic 5-7 is or something. Do it. That'd be fantastic.
Self, the people he cared for, but others around. And in a world where you can choose to just be an angry dipshit taking out your problems on the people around you, or a patriot willing to put yourself in harm's way to protect those that you care for, be a Jordan Selenus. And if you haven't thought about it before, this is your wake-up call. Go out, train, and be prepared to be the kind of man you would respect in a situation like this, should it arise. And keep making memes. Thank you all,
Both
and
of
I'll
those
see you in the
equal
next
importance.
Bye.
Fantastic video. Great video. That's where I got my news from, right there. I need to train more, chat. I gotta get good. I gotta do better. What handguns do I even have that I could carry suppressed? It's honestly not a very large number. I don't have a lot of threaded handguns. I guess I've got this one. Carry a suppressed Canic. My new EDC right here, chat.
1 day later.
There we go, chat. New EDC. Complete with holster. You like my new EDC?